Good day everyone, thank you for coming to the channel. Today I would like to showcase my other elemental druid, and this would be more of a cookie cutter elemental druid in a way, with the maxed out 100 and I believe 63 FCR. So yeah, it's pretty cookie cutter. It's different than the other one I have, which is more of emphasis on cold with a 99 FCR. So yeah, let me go ahead and show you my gears, my talents, and the whole shebang. So first on the weapon, Suicide Branch. I think you could get Hodo if you want, but you'll be losing FCR. So actually maybe you can't. Yeah, because 163 FCR is pretty damn high to achieve. And on this one, I have a 15 all res and a 9 strength draw. I kind of regret having put in here. I mean, 15 all res and 8 strength is just one off of perfect on the strength. So it's actually pretty damn decent. I could have put it somewhere else. But yeah, I did it here like a dumbass as I am. But the main point, of course, the 50 FCR. That's the huge boost from here, as well as all skill, which is what you need. And for my armor, I'm using Enigma, nothing else. Mage place so that it's lower on the strength requirement. So, it makes me easy to equip my gears. And using a 35 FCR Spirit here. And it has a 13% enhanced defense base, but of course not a big deal. And for my Ami, I'm using a 20 FCR random stats. Like, rest of the stats are really trash. The only thing I was looking for was a 20 FCR because I was broke at the time. And I'm broke now still too, but it's, I didn't need anything fancy, nothing crazy. So I posted on D2JSP for like trashiest 20 FCR, and this is what I found for like 3-4 in gold, like many ladders ago. And I'm using this helm. This was a bot found. My bot found it for me, and it was an interesting helm. I was like, whoa, look at this, right? So it's 3 Nado, blue, 2 socket. Well, the 2 socket I socketed and I got it, so that was good. But 6 Nado with 1 Armageddon and someone grizzle it. And I'm thinking, okay, that's interesting. So I'll talk about the talents in a bit. And then I have a track here, 1515, with FCR ring. FCR ring. With this one has strength, a little bit of fire res, and this one poison res really isn't necessary, but life and mana was what I was kind of looking for. And a Raj, nothing else. And a Mage Fist, because I like that mana regen in a way. Maybe I could put it on. Maybe I could put on Tranquil for cold resist because I'm not maxed out on cold, but nevertheless, that's my item. And here's my 5/6 CTA with the trash spirit. And for my lifers, elemental lifers, as best I have, as matching as I have. And I'm rocking all these mana lifers because yeah, this cyclone armor protects me. And for my Annie 2019-9, it's a really good one. It's like almost perfect, right? With the 1919 torch. Now for my stats here, to be honest, I haven't respected this character in so long, so I forgot, but I don't think I have put anything in my strength because the minimum requirement is 55, and off of these two, I'll be getting like, 39 with the starting stats and 8 strength here. Yeah, like it looks like, I put nothing here, and rest everything, pretty much everything into Vit. And as you see, I'm not maxed out on these 3. I'm only maxed out on poison, but that's exactly what I'm looking for, because if you look at your cyclone armor, it will shield you from fire, cold, and lightning. So it's only 28 damage, it says, but actually from my understanding is much more. Like, I have read on the Korean websites, Chaos Cube, like this is one of the most hacks abilities ever. Like, it really protects you well from these 3 elements. So that's why, in a way, you don't need those 3. So I'm rocking more of these to improve my mana and life. And so yeah, let's go on with the talents. So yeah, max this out, and these 4 are pretty much your mandatory. You have nowhere around it. You gotta max out these 4. This hands down. I don't even want to hear anything else for elemental druid. But after that, I think so. Here is where I was kind of able to play with. Like, so for me, I think 1 point up to Solar Creep is a must, because Solar Creeper is a 1 point wonder that helps you mana regen, and then Carrion Vine is a 1 point wonder that helps you hit point regen, HP regen. So it's really like, I mean, I think just 3 points to get here is just, I think you got to as an Elemental Druid. And like usually Elemental Druids would max out Soak, Oak Sage, but instead I'm maxing out Horror of the Wolverine. And because my Helm has the Grizzly, I was able to save 4 points coming down here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 4 points got rerouted to here. And so yeah, it's a slightly different setup because, like I kind of mentioned in my other videos too, like I want to be able to deal with all the situations. One of the biggest weaknesses for Elemental Druid is immune to physical, because your elemental damage is physical damage. So if you run into immune to physical with immune to cold, there's nothing you can do. So that's why on my mercenary, you may be surprised, but I'm rocking Reaper's Toll set. Some people may argue Infinity, because it's kind of like, a lot of people just use that for caster. And also because Infinity will help with the, cold reduction, so, it will help with my, hurricane damage. But like I said, for me, like, I wanted to be able to deal with the immune to physicals more effectively. And, this will also help my kind of melee damage side with the bear, which kind of isn't much with that 14 points, but still, like, it is some sort of a booster as far as like I'm concerned. So this is the way I opt to go. And yeah, I think that should be it. I don't think I missed anything else. So yeah, I have a cow here, and I'll go ahead and run a Diablo and a bell as always. So go ahead and summon your stuff. So I won't have any ravens, so that's one difference, but I figure it shouldn't be too bad at all. I mean, ravens does kind of help, but just because I don't have them, it's not like the end of the world. And yeah, if you see, that's the 168 FCR. Oh yeah, let's calculate FCR too. I'm stupid. Alright, so let's go 50, 70, 10, 10, 90. Okay, and then 20, 110, right? 110, and then here 130, and then 165. And what I had to get was 163. So yeah, if you get a Hodo here, then you gotta get an FCR here. That's what it just becomes. I guess it's kind of a different way, and I don't think there's any wrong way per se. Just there are only many different right ways to cause havoc in the demon world in Diablo 2. There's no wrong way to do so. So, ooh, wow, what's this guy? It's like all this. Oh, he's immune to physical too. Yeah, but see, he had the Reaper's Toll effect, so his immunity was off, which means my tornado would have hit him. And oh, if you guys know, let me know. So when the debuff is there, the proc is there on the enemies, like, do they take more damage from my tornado? It just kind of hit me as a question, wouldn't it? Because it reduced the physical resist. Oh, I'm not sure. I don't know. If you guys know, let me know. That's a food for thought. These kind of things really, kind of like, they interest me. Like these kind of like good, I guess, I don't know, trivia, like, or these detailed mechanical things. Like, yeah, I like those stuff. Kind of knowing those stuff. Like back in the WoW days, like I played since the release originally in 2004. The Conjugates PvP server, and game was incomplete in many ways. There are a lot of loopholes and a lot of things that people abuse stuff, and like we talked about it. Like we as players, like we share information, and it was like, oh hey, like you can do this and you can do that, and so those were the days of figuring things out, and like yeah, back then, yeah, it was a lot of fun. Like I didn't play the classic server on WoW right now, and I'm not going to, because well, they're trying to bring it back, and I know it was pretty successful. A lot of people came back and whatnot, but I didn't go back. I'm done with WoW. Yeah, it's just not the same game. Like if you see my channel, actually I made 2 videos, my WoW videos, PvP videos, And yeah, those were the days. I mean, you know, like you just step out and you know you're gonna go farm, right? And I'm like an herbalist and alchemist, so I'm trying to go to Felwood because that's where all these cool herbs are, like plague something. I forgot now. But like all these materials I would need to make potions, and also back then too, like for the raid content, like the MC Molten Core and Blackwind Lair, it was all about resist. So I remember the second boss in Blackwind Lair was a complete like resist item check. Like you had to have like 10 tanks, and pretty much like within a given time, he's gonna kill your tank. So your point was to, and he started at 30% hit points, I remember. But as soon as the fight begins, like there's a huge AoE fire damage, and you, like right away, everyone will be taking damage. So we all needed mad fire pods to just, just survive in that fight. Oh, I remember that skill clearly. Oh, that was fun. But I guess the reason why I say it's not the same is because like back then, like we didn't know jack shit. There was no YouTube. There was no iPhone yet, I think. We're still using like 2D like foldable phone days, and just people trying to figure things out without any voice communication app like Ventrilo or Twitch that everyone uses today. We didn't have any of that, and yet like 40 people raid, and we pulled it through. So now everybody knows. Everyone knows the content. They know what they gotta do to get the legendary items and all that crap. So yeah. You know what? It was kind of like a planned city, Like when you build a planned city, you know where everything's gonna be. So, I mean, on one hand, it's a good thing, but on the other, like, kind of takes away the mystique almost of the original thing. I don't know, like, you feel like LA downtown, right? As inconvenient as it can be, I mean, it has its mystique and its tradition because it was built as time went on, and it wasn't like pre-planned city like, let's say, Irvine, California, where Blizzard is. So, I guess it's that kind of difference. But anyways, talk away and kill the cows. So yeah, that was the cow. And, as you can see, speed is definitely nice. I mean, elemental druids are just, I think, too strong, really, And for me, like, if, 3K life, many of my subscribers and, viewers have commented that, especially on the druid, my fury druid, 6K life after bow is, or after shapeshift, is like sufficient. You don't need more than 3K. People would argue. So many people have told me about brand bow, and I actually have a brand Amazon. But on the Revolves brand, if you look at it, there is a thing called, oh, if you get hit, there's a chance to proc amplify. It's like 35% chance, I believe, which is pretty damn decent. So, right? I mean, as a Fury Druid, the biggest problem is the physical to immunes. That's why I always carry the Reaper's Toll. However, without teleport, Reaper's Toll is definitely very more rigid because the mercenary has to hit in order for it to proc. So it's kind of a little bit of that kind of thing, but if you like kind of swap it out, then like you can use, as people have argued on my channel via comments. Thank you very much. Actually, I actually really like it because it teaches me too, because I don't know everything about the game, right? But yeah, so if you use brand on a shapeshift Fury Druid, then I don't have to have a Reaper's Toll mercenary. Then I could get Pride and try to boost my damage more. And Pride is area effect kind of style, so I can take advantage of it without having for my mercenary to be in a melee range to be able to hit my targets. So it's kind of like, oh yeah, like Reaper's Toll, as much as I love it, yeah, like I guess Reaper's Toll on a melee teleporter is the most ideal. And if you look at like my Fury Druid who cannot teleport, yeah, Reaper's Toll is actually kind of counterintuitive now that I'm realizing. But anyways, yeah. Did I lose something? Yeah, I lost my bear. So yeah, just fast, killing overall. Ooh, see, the immune to physical got removed. Yeah, see, that's why my tornado was able to hit. So, you know, that's the difference between Infinity. So with Infinity, you will gain the cold resistance benefit, right? More damage from it, I guess, from your Hurricane, basically. And on my, you know, helm too, I socketed two cold facets. And I guess that's the influence from my other Druid in a way, but at the same time, like, what else? What else could I put in to boost my damage? Just any damage. Because, I mean, is there anything that boosts physical damage? I have never seen one. Is there? If there is one, please let me know. But, you know, so just the way I see, if I cannot increase my primary damage, then I should try to increase my secondary damage, which would be Hurricane still in this case. Not just because of my other two. So it's like, well, then in that case, I mean, then it seems natural that I should just sock in a cold facet, you know? So that's why I took two cold facets in here. But yeah, if there's anything else, let me know. I couldn't think of anything. Again, like, you know, I could be just stuck in my, you know, I guess my box, or I can't think outside of my box. Okay, just assume that you got something like this though. Like, don't tell me like, you know, change the helm or something. But let's say you got a, you know, 5 Nado yellow, or rare. Okay, so rare 5 Nado 2 socket, or 6, you know, like the way I had. What would you put in here? I mean, I guess, you know, if it's not an offensive boost, then maybe defensive. So it might be Bird, Chamru, you can't be frozen. I mean, I guess those are other options I can think of, but yeah, those are defensive slash utility kind of, you know. But let's say just pure damage wise. If you want to just up your damage, what can you put in here to up your damage? I can't think of anything else but these two. Oh wow, yeah. Oh my god, I could die too. I should be careful. Okay, mercenary, go do your thing, man. Wow, died again? That's interesting. Yeah, let me see one thing here. Okay, even if I swap, like, the skill is all same here, so okay. Because sometimes, like, when I'm on my main weapon, I have more plus skill. So, but anyways, here, I'm going to do that, wait, do that. Okay, here, do that, I'm gonna rebuff these. And I should be good to go. Oh, damage-wise, yeah, let me shoot my damage. 6.6 on the tops, and that kill speed, I think the, you know, the proc from my Reaper's Toll, I think helped. Yeah, that Diablo went down really fast. Faster than normal, I think. So yeah, I'm sitting at about 6.7, I guess you could say, on the max side. So it's, the damage-wise, it's similar to other elemental druids, right? I mean, you know, from like my, you know, cold elemental druid that I showcased, I think he's sitting around this damage too. It's about this much. Like, yeah, I know it's not 7k, so and this speed, I guess, you know, this is the difference. So with my other tune, he's at 99 FCR, and that's the second best. And this one is the best. But of course, it's not the best. The best is only achieved by sorcerers with 200 FCR. Yeah, you know, I have a 200 FCR sorceress that I showcased. If you're curious, please check it out. But yeah, this is 163 on a druid. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. You know, I can definitely feel the speed difference, and I do enjoy it. Yeah, that's why I made two separate tunes. Like, you know, I talked about this too, right? You know, do I want to make two separate tunes? Sometimes I don't. I kind of mix weapons or something and have one tune do like 3 tunes worth of rolls or something like that. But there are times when I'm just like, you know what? I just can't do that with this, you know? I gotta just have a completely separate character with a completely separate item set and gear set and talent set. That I don't want to necessarily have to token every single time, you know? Like, yeah, I'm too lazy for that. So to overcome my laziness, I have spent extra forum gold and whatnot to go ahead and build this one. Although I had my, you know, cold elemental druid already. But yeah, nevertheless, this one I think was definitely worth it, you know. This 163 is definitely different than 99. And I don't want to go back and forth tokening all the time. Like sometimes I just want to just pick it up and just start playing this instead of, you know, the other one. Oh yeah, these guys are immune to cold. No problem. This is a might merc, yes. So might merc. No wait, is this a might merc? Actually, maybe not. Because this damage boost is from spirit already. So if he was a might, he should actually, his damage should be high. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, the bear just got raped. So let me get him out again. Rebuff the bear a little. Oh, he's gonna go down again. Yeah, so this bear is mostly just, you know, I guess another, you know, meat shield. Or literally, not even a meat shield, right? It's so weak. It's just like a decoy, just an attention like disperser. Okay. Do I have? Yeah, I have the solar creep out, I think. And the way I differentiate the color, like solar creeper is red. And the way I think of it is always like kind of opposite, because like red is like bloody, right? So I think opposite of blood. Oh, it's mana. Oh, okay, and this one is the mana one. And that's the, and also like I guess my keys too, like my my solar creeper is key R as in Raymond, and my carrion vine is E as in Edward. So E, which is blood, is on the left side. R, the mana, is on the right side. Kind of has a visual correlation as well. Just, you know, my mental thing again, I guess you could say. Yeah, let me drink that, pick that up, and let's go. Yeah, Bell is gonna be really sweet. Well, unless he runs away. Oh my god. I hate him like that. One draw. Oh man, he's a porter. But sometimes like he doesn't stay. Oh, here's the buff. Yeah, I think he goes faster. Yeah, he takes more damage. Yeah, once you get him in, yeah, yeah. That's why I love Druid. Elemental Druid is so fast in killing, so smooth. Like I know the movement of Tornado may be a little bit curvy and whatnot, but you know, if you get in the right angle, yeah, it's just really strong ability. So yeah, let me do that, and yeah, so that was the build, and I'm sure you'll have an Elemental Druid. And yeah, is it a 163 FCR? Is it a 90 FCR? 99 FCR? Yeah, please let me know. And if you have any questions, please let me know as well. Thank you very much, and have a good one.